The galaxy is upon us. Hello YouTubers, this is a noobifier on the 26th of November 2022. As part of day 9 of this year's IAE, CIG released the RSI Galaxy that was said to be a less war alternative to capship captaining. They said that unlike the Polaris, which is a torpedo boat meant for war, the Galaxy is the platform to carry various modules to carry out more productive endeavors. Let me break it down. First, I want to say that despite this being launched at IAE, RSI Day is ending soon. This is a concept, so remember that it'll continue to be available well beyond the 30th if CIG keeps up to their usual SOPs. Up to the end of the show though, it's guaranteed to have 120 month with store credit, and we do not know if that will extend beyond the 30th. If it does, a CCU token and a war bond will always have LTI until the sale's over. I don't think that LTI is important, but many of you do, and it's certainly a lot more important than 6-month insurance. Let's take a look. The RSI Galaxy is the newest offering to the universe, and it's priced similar to the original Endeavor concept, but a little bit more on that later. Its signature piece, the thing that makes it special, is its cavernous center section with an interchangeable module area. Its top deck has a lot to offer, and looking at the schematics gives you a real sense for its size. 110 meters long, 60 meters wide, and 22 meters tall. It's a big triangular Dorito that needs a crew of 6 to operate. I imagine that adding a hospital or refinery module to the mix will come with a larger crew rating just to manage those additional functions. 3 remote turrets with dual size 5 and double quad size 4 missile launchers. Sounds like a lot, but not for the ship like this, which is exactly in keeping with what they said, that it's not meant for war. It has a single size 3 shield generator and an extra small hangar. In the C8R concept, they listed that ship as extra small, so this is seemingly large enough to take standard fighter or maybe even Cutlass Red or an Apollo, which would make sense. They listed 3 modules, and that coincides with what we were told earlier on Thursday. First was the cargo module with a capacity of 512 SCU. The module incorporates a huge sealed bulkhead door that opens up to the rear and into the garage hangar. It incorporates tractor cranes and an industrial lift to on- and off-board cargo or vehicles. In theory, the garage can also be used for spares and other items. The second was the refinery module. Unlike the MISC Odyssey that was released last year, this refinery is all about processing ore, and it even has a specialized lower belly. I imagine the gameplay will mirror the Expanse, but on a larger capacity. It lists 2 separate processing lines. It lists a command console, and I imagine that you can put 1 or 2 very skilled org mates in charge of that to maximize your yields. The third was the medical module. The Galaxy lists a medical bay in the upper deck of the ship, but this is more like a medical ward or hospital. A large central room for triage and beds in rooms around the exterior. They said that the bed tiers could be chosen, and this is in keeping with what we know about the mechanics, just like the Apollo. And I imagine the Hope class Endeavor will still outperform this. But again, that's only based on very old lore. It would be tactically advantageous to have such a capability near or one tactical bound back from a major ongoing conflict, an org-on-org scenario. The lower numbered tier beds are more capable. Those offer a full range of medical service to include full rehabilitation and cybernetics according to the most recent documentation. The rear ramp is a hangar garage, which is super convenient. Let's talk about the price because the rest of the information isn't really available. Concierge get a free paint option that sells for $13. So, Warbond standalone Galaxy LTI, no modules, for $350 or $380 if you buy it with credit, and that comes with 120-month insurance. $415 Warbond for the LTI cargo version, which is the ship and the module with lifetime insurance, or $450 with credit for $120. $430 Warbond for the LTI hospital version, which is the ship and the hospital module, or $470 with credit and $120. $425 for the LTI refinery version, which is the ship and the refinery module, or $460 with credit and 120-month insurance. $530 Warbond for the Galaxy Complete lifetime insurance, and $570 for the same thing with credit and 120 months. These modules are available by themselves for $70, $90, and $80 with 120 month. And all of this sounds like a great value, and I can't believe that I'm saying that because this has to do with my brain being conditioned over 10 years that a fake ship in a video game is worth the same as an entire car payment. Do what you want, you have the credit card. I'm going to pick up a simple CCU or 2 as a precautionary measure, and no doubt whenever this releases, it'll go up in price, and I will be super happy at that time to not need to pay for the new price. I'm going to wait it out and see what the ship can do and when it's coming out before investing, if that makes any sense. They posted a Q&A thread where we can ask our questions, and no doubt we'll see the answers to that in a week. I have that listed up for you. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. It is an exciting ship, or at least an exciting concept, right? Fly safe and buy safe.